MyGatePass is a startup that started in the UAE in 2024. We've seen a huge gap in the market. I think everyone can relate to. Every time you go to a building, usually you get stopped by a security asking you where you're going.
Oh, definitely.
And then everyone gets irritated, but no one's doing anything about it. So Adil, our founder, is like, I'm going to fix this. So he got his fixer hat on and he started with MyGatePass. I got to meet with Adil in 2023, and then together we found synergies with my media background and data and so on, and his technical background in building apps and great solutions. We just hit it off.
How does it solve the problem? So what is the concept? Welcome to today's episode at Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. I have in the room with me today Mr. Yahya Kabbara. He is the Marketing and Commercial Director at MyGatePass. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to have you here with me in the room.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
Yahya, I want you to just introduce what you do exactly at MyGatePass and what is MyGatePass specifically.
Sure. So as you rightly said it, I'm the Marketing and Commercial Director at MyGatePass. MyGatePass is a startup that started in the UAE in 2024. We've seen a huge gap in the market. I think everyone can relate to. Every time you go to a building, usually you get stopped by a security asking you where you're going.
Oh, definitely.
And then everyone gets irritated, but no one's doing anything about it. So Adil, our founder, is like, I'm going to fix this. So he got his fixer hat on and he started with MyGatePass. I got to meet with Adil in 2023, and then together we found synergies with my media background and data and so on, and his technical background in building apps and great solutions. We just hit it off.
Okay, and how does it solve the problem? So what is the concept behind MyGatePass?
Great question. I mean, today every time we go to a place, we are being forced to give our details. Sometimes you shout your details. My name is Yahya, I'm V05.
And we can say that everyone around me would know my mobile number and my email address.
in a place where you cannot even take a picture of someone without their consent, yet everyone gets to get to know your mobile number, right?
Yeah.
It's very invasive. And it's the same information. Like, I'm still Yahya 30 years ago, 30 years ahead. I'm older than 30 years old, by the way. But I'm still the same person. I have the same credentials. I have the same numbers. I have the same everything. And it's kind of absurd, especially if you go to the same building multiple times and you still have to give this information again and again. Yeah. So the way we're doing it is we're allowing the visitors to download one app, register once. If you're a UAE resident, you can register through UAE Pass, and then automatically you become part of MyGatePass network. Any property, any lobby, any event, any school, any...
So it's linked to my UAE Pass?
Yes.
Okay.
And so automatically you become part of the network. Every time you go visit a property that's using our system or our solution or integrated to it, you simply take out the same app, generate a new QR code based on your facial recognition, and you don't have to register again. You simply scan and you walk in. So instead of waiting 5 minutes just to give your name and details, it's 5 seconds. You scan and you go in.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And this is mainly, so it would be applicable to everywhere, not only specific places. Can it be also used for registrations and events?
Definitely. That's the whole idea. Literally, it's any place where a property or the organizers want to collect your data and your information. I was talking in another panel today with the SEAS, marketing director of SEAS, Jad Namani, and he was saying that how are we collecting the data through their new technologies in car showrooms. I told them, this is the easiest function for MyGatePass. You want to get their details, and it's already available there. So you just scan and you walk in, automatically gets recorded. So literally the applications of it can go very wide. And yeah, we're looking forward to see how to jump on this journey.
And based on the conversation that I was having with you off record, you told me that you moved industries very vastly. Like you were in oil and gas, and then you came to tech and then ad tech. So what inspired you to be part of MyGatePass, and how do you see it's different from what you were doing before? So are you passion driven or what is it exactly? How did you reach here?
I think it's a mix of opportunities and trying be able to change and impact, creating impacts, right? So human nature, we change interests as we grow older. It's normal, right? Today, when I was younger, I was interested in astrology, for example, and when I grow, I grow out of it, right? And then something is kind of similar to me in a way. The good thing about me is I'm always able to adapt easily with the circumstances I'm in, and this is one of our strength points, if I can think of it, right? I can make the best of any situation I can be in, and so it's always a challenge for me to say it right. Retail, oil and gas, logistics, technology, ad tech, and now prop tech. So it's I gained so many experiences and learned a lot from all other industries that has helping me to shape who I am today and allow me to add value in the industry I am in today.
For sure, this brings me to my next question. So, working in different industries, how do you think it helps you with your current experience in a startup? Because as we know that working in a well-established company or a big company or a giant is completely different than working with a startup. I know that in startup you wear many hats. And yes. How does it feel like? And do you think your previous experiences, they helped you shape, and how?
Definitely. I believe when I met Adel for the first time, he was telling me about MyGatePass. If I didn't have my ad tech experience and I didn't know about marketing beforehand, I wouldn't have added value to MyGatePass today. So in every industry, in every place that you are in, even though you might not know it, but you're still learning and you're adding on top of your bucket of experiences, right? And so it's a matter of time for you to know when to pull that experience out. The challenges are there, again, that you have to create a new network, you have to build a new name for yourself within a new industry, new group of people, but then nothing comes easy. As long as you believe in yourself and you put the hard work and dedication into it, definitely you're going to succeed.
For sure. In your previous experience at Equative, I know that you took the team from a team of 2 to a team of 14. A lot of the entrepreneurs that we are having conversation with, they're noting that this is one of the hardest things to do, to hire people. There's a saying, hire slow and fire fast. How does Yahya hire? Do you prioritize personality over skills, or skills above all? How does it work? And how do you see UAE as a market for let's say, looking for the right skills for startups?
Definitely. I mean, the UAE attracts skills from all over the world. So we're lucky to have that, to be honest. And at the same time, we're unlucky whenever we're looking for a new job. So the idea is that you have to constantly put and pull new skills and keep on learning yourself, right? To keep yourself ahead of the game. So for me, when it comes to hiring, I believe it's a combination of having the right skills, even though you might not know exactly the skills for that specific job, but at least you have the know-how, the ability to develop it as you go. At any point of the day, every company have their own software, they have their own processes. You cannot expect someone from outside there to come in and just fit in right away. But you can expect that when it comes to the environment and the atmosphere that you have within the company. So either that person would gel with the rest of the team, bring and add more value. So you take into
consideration that when you're...
Definitely. It's the big, especially in a startup.
Do you normally think, would this person fit with the rest of the team, even if that person is really good or fitting the position, but you know that if he joins or she joins, they would not fit within the team? How do you tackle this?
It's not always like if you have a loud team, it's not always like you're looking for another loud person. It always depends on the situation that you are in and what you're expecting of that role. You need to have a balance. You need to have the joker and then the serious. You need to have the loud and the quiet. You need to have, but at the same time, you need to be able to hire someone that you know can still accept the joker whenever they're joking too much. They can accept the quiet whenever the loud one is all over the place. So it's a fine line. Hopefully we can still always be hiring the right way. And we're lucky to be in the UAE because you get exposed to all sorts of personalities.
Yeah, for sure. I know that a lot of companies now currently they are giants in Europe or US, and outside of UAE, and they're coming to establish a branch or a place in UAE, in the UAE market. I know that you've worked on something like this or in your previous experiences, and MyGatePass is founded here, so it's here from scratch. How do you see the difference in those two? So what is your experience in having a company that is already established coming to UAE and having something that is out from scratch here?
I believe, to be honest with you, that so starting from scratch, any company in the world, the challenge is to get that first POC. Right, the first one comes in, you succeed, you move on to the next, and then it's like a snowball, right, going downhill. It just keeps on growing as you go. So the startups or the companies coming from who are successful abroad and coming to the region, they first of all have a big expectation from the region. Second of all, they can have that expectation because they have the successful POCs with the giant names over there, right? So yes, we've worked with BMW, we've worked with HSBC, we've worked with top banks, top telcos, we've worked with giant market cosmetics brand and beauty products and so on and so forth. Versus a company that started here in Dubai, they have their own first technology that they're trying to get to talk with company X, another one of the giants. Again, so the idea in here with those giants, give credit to a UAE-born company. And this is what we need to really ask ourselves. Yes. Right? Like, why should I have to look at the successes of a company coming from abroad and not give an equal amount of opportunity to a company that's built and started in the UAE?
Yes, and we've seen a lot of examples of companies that started in UAE and they found themselves as well in international markets.
Definitely.
So this is the whole point of Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival as well, to support a lot of those entrepreneurs and founders who not only come up with innovative ideas or a really good business model, but they also find themselves good enough, let's say, or find the market very, very good to even move to international markets. So as you said, we have enough capabilities. We have amazing people at the moment in UAE and the Arab world. And yes, why not?
Actually, on top of that, I mean, I believe, to be honest with you, that the Arab world, or even this region, not only the Arab world, that includes a bit of Southeast Asia and a lot of from the African continent as well. We have a lot of super smart people, very talented and skillful people that they need their break. And a lot of the time we see a lot of those people end up going to US or the Europe simply because they can get heard much more over there where the competition might be less, right? So the idea is, are we creating the right environments for the talents that we have internally rather than seeking an external talent that might not be as useful when it comes from, like working for your home, right?
True, for sure. And at Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival, we see a lot of focus on fostering foundations as well for young entrepreneurs and young founders. And UAE specifically and the region, it has one of the youngest populations on the planet. So we have almost half of the population under 30. So we have so much untapped potential. How do you see the importance, or what is the importance of having festivals and places like Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival to give the support and let's say the guidance from previous entrepreneurs or investors? What is the importance of being in places like these?
I mean, first of all, this is my first time coming to Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. To be honest with you, I'm wowed. Literally, in every place you go, every discussion, every panel discussion, every company, it's full, it's packed. People are standing outside. So it's not only having the youngest population, the population is ready to learn and to grow and deliver. And this is the important part. We are people that are looking to develop ourselves. We're ready to move ahead and show ourselves to the world. We just need our opportunity and our break. So definitely, I would say that having more of such events and places where the youth can actually develop themselves and bring the best themselves out there, it's very essential. It's very helpful. So yeah, thank you very much for Sharjah.
coming to my final questions, based on your experiences in giants and startups, if you can give 3 advices to anyone starting their own business in the region, what would they be?
Put a plan, put a goal, and focus on today's work. You will always have to have a lot of things to do. You don't have enough time in the day. It's fine. Take it easy on yourself. Things
Only
are
if
gonna
you have
happen.
more than 24 hours.
I hope so. I've wished so myself. I mean, even this week was pretty hectic week, but you need to be organized, and this is the key and idea in here. As long as you're organized, you can still maintain focus into the tasks that are more important, and then everything is important. But there is something that's more important today, and then another thing could be more important tomorrow. So focus on that, prioritize, and then move forward.
Thank you so much for your time, Yahya. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.